Good evening, ladies and gents, and good morning to those who are not in the same time zone as I am. Welcome to our live stream for today. I know there's nothing yet in the screen. Let me check my music first, and we're going to start streaming today. It's I think going to be just a short stream, maybe an hour or two. I don't really know yet, but let's see. And of course, welcome to our friends from our server, and welcome to those who are from other servers also. And today we are lucky to have Ram. Hello, welcome. Those who are going to join in, welcome to you guys. And today we are fortunate enough to have the privilege to test and open up Mr. Ram Khamhaeng. That's how they pronounce it. Ram Khamhaeng. That's how they pronounce it in Thailand, I think. It's from my friends. They told me that's how it is. Anyway, so we're going to open up Ram Khamhaeng here. And let's see if we can max him out to his level 40 skills and his max level at level 120. So our friend was very fortunate to win top 5 of the recent mightiest governor event in our server, and here he is in the chat. And welcome, Ozzy. So now we're going to open up Mr. Ram Khamhaeng. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but okay, let's do this stuff. If everyone is ready, we're going to open up Mr. Ram Khamhaeng. Mr. Ram Khamhaeng, everyone. Ram Khamhaeng. I don't know why he doesn't have any voice line. Maybe I opened it up wrong. Oh, thank you. It's not. Maybe in the future I will share my guides on how to win your MGE, or even how to just top 10 in the MGE. Maybe if I have a privilege to have like a subscription or something wherein you can join, and then I will share with you everything that I know about the MGE. Anyway, so for now we're going to lower down our music because it's kind of bugging me out. I don't know if our voice is clear. Honestly, can you hear me clearly? I think there's a problem with my microphone last time. It's uh, giving me a headache because of the feedback. And the final video was the voice was so low. And okay, so we have Ram Khamhaeng now. Okay, we have him now. We're going to level him up. We're going to level him up. And we're going to test Ram here. I think we can test him in the PvP, and also let's do some tribes, and well, maybe we can do some island tactics. Let's see. Okay, thank you for the chat, Ozzy. Come on. I'm not getting any sound from the game. It's kinda. Let's up the volume. Okay, so am I allowed to uh, add the stars now and level him up? Oh, and also maybe we can add some gears with him. I don't know. Ozzy has enough for now, but let's see. Let's see. I don't think the music is now being heard. I really have a problem with this type of stuff. Anyway, let's check it out. Okay. I don't think it's capturing the sound at all. Like, hang on. This stuff is really bugging me. Is it not working? Huh. It's not working at all. And now it's working. Oh, well, amazing. Let's lower this down. Is it working still? No. What the hell's wrong with this sound? Okay. Oh, we're going to... Okay. Of course, of course. Let's see where your bushra is. Where are you, bush? Come on, WH bush.
Solve the riddle for me.
So we're going to give him a facelift. Actually, not a facelift, but an overall... an overall transformation. Oh, now we have the voice line for Ram. Earlier, he doesn't have it. And we unlock him, he doesn't have any voice line. And now he has them. Hang on. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going just to update my avatar over here. Okay, let's go. What is happening there? Okay. Wait, I'm going to change my music now. It's freaking me out. Hey, welcome to the stream. Okay, let's go. Let's start first with the levels. So our boy Ram here, we're going to level him up. So how do you usually level up your heroes, huh? How do you usually level up your heroes? You're going to max first the levels. For those just joining in, we're going to level up our Ram here, and then we're going to level his skill up. And we're going to choose which skill to level up. I don't think we're going to have enough XP tone for now, though. I don't think there's going to be a max. Yeah, I think we're going to be a little short on the tomes here. We have 88, 89, 90. Yeah, we're going to be short on the tomes, Aussie. Just a little short. No, it's a lot of short, actually. Anyway, we're still going to test this one up. Let's try 94. Okay, we still have a little bit to work on with. Of course, we're going to level this up. Now, let's choose the customizable skills that fit the current meta. Okay, so now we're done the customizable skills. So what he has here is fortification, which we also have in our some of the other previous heroes that we have in the game. And then we have here the prayer for harvest. This will recover your troops unit recovery rate at 43%. How does that fare with 142 strategy, and there's also a strategy bonus. Okay, okay. I think I'm having a problem with my avatar. Let me check. Um, I think it's okay now again. Okay, so this one recovers your troops unit, and then tenacity. We also have that, and peaceful haven. So another savage here. So we have this savage with our Julius. Uh, okay. I'm really having trouble with my avatar now. Yeah, I'm going to check. Is it working now? Oh, yeah, I think it's working now. Okay, so we have savage also in our Julius. And this is a new skill, War Elephant. This deals my damage to the enemy troop every 9 seconds. And and so this deals might damage to the enemy troops every 9 seconds because for those who doesn't know, most of our Marshall Pikemans are basing their skill types are mostly turn-based skill. So this one will do damage every 9 seconds with by how much? Maximum is 201, and then max rank level 300. And then with a 50% chance to reduce your troops damage, reduce damage taken, sorry, from the next enemy skill. Okay, by 20%. So this is going to make us tanky. And then, so Peaceful Haven is like after the hero recovers skill units. So what does our Ram Khamhaeng have? Like a signature skill every 6 seconds, reduce your troops damage taken by 8 for 3 seconds, 8%, sorry. And increases the highest attributes of all allied players' commanders with the area of 1500 by 4, stack up to 6 stacks. And then this spec can be triggered only when fighting against another player and when the number of units deployed exceeds 80% of the unit capacity. Okay, so we have conditions here for the effect trigger of his signature skills. So only when fighting another player. So we can use this only when we are fighting another player, like on the field fight or maybe rally. So we're fighting another player during those times, both rallies, garrison, and of course the field fight. And so if this increase in attributes won't happen, the only thing that we can benefit from the splendor of Sukhothai. Sukhothai. Every 6 seconds, reduce your troops' damage taken, so this will make us tanky for sure. And now here comes the question. So if we don't have like a signature skill heal, so your peaceful haven won't activate for sure. So this will only activate if you have the tenacity with you, which is we're not going to take for sure. But we're going to take the war elephant, and we're also going to take savage. And then his commander skills. Well, this one makes up to 3 troops of your allies nearby, enters the relaxation state and increase their damage by 11 to 12.74% for 6 seconds. This is a might bonus. When the relaxation state ends, recovers their units by 20% to 22.75% of the damage taken during this period. Okay. So the big question is if this skill will include Ram himself and the relaxation state. So 3 troops of your troop or your allies. So the question here is if we're going to benefit. I mean, Ram himself is going to benefit from this. Anyway, we're going to take up the skill. Ozzy, are you there? We're going to confirm first from our boss. It's hard to decide for ourselves without the go signal from our friend. Okay. So based on damage itself, we're going to have Savage, and then we're going to also have your War Elephant here, for sure, for sure. So these two are the turn-based damage. If we want to be tanky, we can do it. Since the skill of Ram, the commander skill, have heal. If he's going to be if he's also be included in the activation, then it will be okay, I think. But for now, let's go for Savage and War Elephant. We're going to have a bit of, damage and tankiness with these two in here. Then we're going to try. If ever do we have any friends that that is willing to have dead troops, we're going to try the lineup with him. If only there's friends we have from the other alliances. I'm going to set up some maybe some battles. I don't think I can set it up today, but we'll try this. But I want to try first the commander skill, if it's going to work in the arena, and also in island tactics. From what I heard, most players or most content creators usually make Ram the second commander instead of placing him as the main commander because of his skill. Although this one, the other surrounding allies would also benefit from this, but the conditions are, I don't know if it's going to be triggered on island tactics or actually it will be triggered in the PvP because you're against other players, but I don't think it will be triggered in your island tactics at all. With the troops damage taken reduction though, this will we can compare this skill with our Justinian, who also have like this, and also Chidora, who also have troop damage taken reduction. But the difference was both of those heroes have like recovery in their skills, and our Ram here have like another bonus, but with a condition. And we will test this for sure. Okay, let's mark this out first. I think we can maximum I think we can max Octavian first, Ozzy. And then we're going to wait for your tomes to finish. Is it okay? We're going to do this first for sure. Oh. Okay. Let's go find your Octavian. So your Octavian is already maxed. Oh, your Octavian is already maxed? Okay, alright. And then your Julius is also maxed. So we're just waiting for tomes. Actually, we can buy tomes. I will buy tomes. Hang on. Let's get this bad boy Ram some boosted tomes. Since you already have those, let's see where we can buy. We're going to buy this for sure, for sure. Okay. There's another lucky moments, Ozzy. There's another lucky moments here. They are tempting you, bro. Like, Ozzy, bring me the money. Like this is what you need right here, Ozzy. Come on. It's looking you straight in the face. It's looking you straight in the face. And then this one. I don't think you need this one. Since you already have a lot of it, a lot of this. But this one for sure going to need this right now. You can also buy this one if you want. Okay, what we're going to do is to have this. But let's see, let's go to Midas. I'll see after this you're going to owe me. Hang on, hang on. So we're going to buy that. Just hang on for a bit. Just hang on for a bit. If you guys in the chat have any questions or anything else you want to say, even not regarding Ram here. Yeah, I'm going to use mine first. Can maybe pay me later. Hello guys, for those who are just watching and coming on to stream, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream right now. So we're setting up Ozzy's RAM. And we're getting some tomes for him. We still need a lot of tomes for him. We're going to level him up. So I'm just getting some Apex coins. So what Apex coins do you need? Huh. Right now the best I can say is this one. Yeah, okay. Hang on. Hello, Skander. Hello, hello, hello. Are you from S20, Skander? Sometimes I get lost with the names here in YouTube because the names in the game is really different from their names here in YouTube. Anyway, I'm very grateful for those who are watching right now. And we're just getting Aussie some Apex coins so that we can fire up Ram. Okay, we still have enough. No. Did we purchase it? Let me check if we purchased it already. Uh, is it? Did we do it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let's try. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about this. But yeah, I will get this one now. Scander, welcome, welcome. Okay, we're going to get this one now. Ha! And then another skill growth. Nope. We're going to get this first. Let's see if this is enough, and then we're going to proceed to the next. I think it's going to be enough. Or if not, we can still buy purchase some more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we still need more. We still need more. We still need more. Nope, we don't like you. So we're going for here. Yeah, let's buy from the VIP also. We have this. Eh, it's very cheap. It's very cheap in the VIP. It was very cheap in the VIP. I don't know why. It has like a lot of like 80%, 70% discount, something like that. Okay, 110. Oh, we still need more. We still 7 here. 113. Okay. Of course, we're going to check the store. We don't have the. Oh, you already purchased it. Okay. How about here? Oh, we don't have enough. Okay. This one, nope. Okay, so right now we don't have enough for the speed up. Sorry, the tones. So we don't have that much for the tones, although we can level this up. Okay, so we have that leveled up. Then let's go to the rank. Then of course we're going to. Okay, we are still missing a couple of stars, Ozzy. Are we going to go for more stars? Wait, your Octavian is almost 3-star. And then Caesar Julius is max. Okay, so we're going to do the same to Ram. Let's go for next round. Nope. Okay. Right. Okay, so we have rank 1 now.
ตวัดฟันกายวาจาไซตวัดใจคน
We need like 50 for rank 2.
ผมดาบตวัดฟันกาย
Okay, so we're going to rank him up later when we have enough. But I think we still need like how many do we need? We need like 65 more to level him up to 3 stars. So his first rank will do Splendor of Sukutai, reduces your troops damage taken by extra 3%, and then next one is at rank 3, every 6 seconds Splendor of Shukotai additionally recovers your units. Okay, okay. So this one this is why you have right choose Peaceful Haven with you. And okay, this is a big thing. We need to level him up to rank 3, but we don't have enough for now. But he's going to be tanky as hell for sure. Then when it comes to your talent, we're going to go for a bit of tankiness. And also, of course, we're going to give him might. And then we're going to check first the attributes. So this is a might hero right here. Okay, this is the recommended one. Although I don't recommend to have your Julius and Octavian lineup with just Bushra. Although it would be decent as a tank, but as a damage dealer, not so much. So the really best way to go for this Marshall Pikeman is to go for Ram here. Okay, so I think we have enough to test him. Our Octavian is fully maxed. And of course, Julius is maxed. Okay, if only we have enough to purchase ring. But anyway, let's go. Let's go try it. Okay, so since it's gathering day today, we're just going to use your Mulan stat since your Mulan farms low. I'm going to test first the oh, Mulan is so far away. Where the hell? Mulan is 5 minutes away from your farm? Why is she so far? Wait, let's check the PvP. Let's go to the arena. Let's change your lineup. So you have your Julius here. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's edit, remove Bushra for sure. Put Octavian here in the third. And then we go for Ram. Okay. So why do we choose Julius here instead of your Ram in the first? Because the commander skill here will give you more damage, and then your Julius has more stars, so you will have more impact when it comes to damage. Because your triumphant return here deals might damage to the enemy up to enemy troops in front, deals 85% of damage, might bonus, and increase all your heroes damage. That's why you have your Caesar in front. Grants 150 initial. Also, you have 150 initial rage, so it will trigger effectively fast. That's why you have your Caesar as your first commander. Even in open field, if you have your Caesar as the highest might and as the highest as your highest commander with the highest rank. Okay, I think we're all set. All right. Okay, so it is now set up. We still need to. When Yodit comes, this for sure. This one, Harold, will be removed from this lineup. Okay, we're going to use this. Let's test some of you. So, my friends, we're going to test. If we hit you during this test, I'm so sorry. I'm going to test with lower power than us and also higher power than us. We're going to test for both. So let's try. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Good thing you remind me. Anyway, it's still good without the talent here, as you can see. It's a very good tank. And the best about Julius' skills with Savage and also Ram is going to um, it's going to take away a lot of armors from the highest hero from the opponent or the enemy. Sorry. I thought I already did the talents. I'm sorry. I'm going to add those. I was kinda lost. I was kinda lost there. I'm so sorry about that. So you see how long before Julius died? It's going to be crucial. It's going to be crucial in the open field. Hang on. Okay, so what talents are we going to go for? We're going to go for tankiness and little bit of might. So this one also increases something always like that. You always have to be careful when you're placing talents on your heroes. Make sure that if you have your hero as a strategy hero, that you take strategy instead of might. And sometimes there are exceptions like Hannibal, wherein you can both benefit from might and strategy. That's why on my Hannibal lineup, I have both might and strategy on my talents. What I love the most about the talents and the gems and etc. here in AoEM is that they're very straightforward with the builds. But the only thing you have to watch out for is the combinations of the heroes. And of course the skills, the customizable skills that you're going to place on each heroes. So you need armor for sure. And then we're going to go for might and armor. And also damage. We're going to add the armor later. Going to go back for that for sure. Oh, and be careful also, the placement of the might and the strategy sometimes change depending on the hero. There are some heroes that their might is here and their strategy is here. Or sometimes their might is here and the strategy is here. So you have to be careful when placing your talents. So since we're not yet at level 120, we're going to for sure miss some of the skills here. Okay, so we're not going to for strategy, we're going to for might here. And then for sure another armor. Okay, so time for another armor here. Alright, so we only need 2 of this to activate this one. Yep, we only need 2. So what we want for our Julius lineup is to be good in the battlefield. So we're going to boost his defense in solo world battles because that's going to be crucial for the lineup. So we're going to prioritize his defense in solo world battles. Then we open up your bulwark and then prioritize your health, of course. Okay, I'm going to check also for the talents of Julius if it's already done. Huh. Ozzy plays the... Okay, sure. Okay. So look at this one. So you have strategy and you have might. Alright. So I don't know why Ozzy plays strategy, but I think we're going to change this. Going to ask him for it. Because like this one. No, not that one. This one. So we're going to benefit one here more than having strategy here. So we're going to benefit more from here than getting strategy here. So as you can see, Caesar's skills is very different from the other commanders. So we're going to avoid all tribes and gathering talents here. So this is okay. And we need this armor here. And as you can see, it's very different from the talent skill tree of Ram. So what we need are these two. These three, sorry. And then another bit of armor here, and then might here. Okay, let's reset. Okay. So this is how I will build this. How we should build your Julius. And so as I said, we're going to be careful what's here and also here, because sometimes this is strategy here. So anyway, if someone is asking for the best ring for the lineup of Julius, Ram, and Octavian, or if ever there's no Ram in the lineup, the best ring to go for is of course your Sage ring. That will amplify your damage of turn-based skill. So it will amplify your damage by I think 20%, and then it will go up from there. Okay, and then I want to clarify some of the rings question about most of the commanders. So of course they're watching some tutorials from our friends, our content creator friends, and some players are confused on what rings to use for them. For example, like The Mulan March. The set of rings there can also be used in the set of skills for Hannibal. Like for example, the Wolf Ring. The Wolf Ring will also benefit Hannibal because he is a secondary strike skill user. So if you have Mulan and your Hannibal, you have the two lineups, so you're going to be confused what to use for them. So what your goal would be to have the Regent Ring, so that Hannibal or Mulan could have the Wolf, and then your Regent Ring could be on Hannibal or Mulan, depending on which uh, hero march you're prioritizing on. This one, I think, is the strategy. Yep. So we're almost done with the talents. I'm also going to check for Octavian. Sorry. So you have Might here. And I'm sure for those players who love tank lineups, this is going to give you wonders and going to excite you with tank and damage, and for sure bops for your team or your troops on the field. So if you're running 4 troops, including Ram, this will make wonders for you. This will blow your mind off. I don't need that. Nope. Solo world battles, yes, for sure. We're just going to check first for any more armor or defense upstairs. Nope, we don't need we actually need damage for Caesar, because Caesar will deal the damage, and then your Octavian and your Ram will have the secondary damage, so they should have the reduced troop damage taken instead of your um Caesar here. Okay, we're all set for the talents of Caesar. Let's check for Octavian. I think Octavian's the same. Oh, we're missing one? Why? Oh, okay. Okay. So you're missing 7.75% health. It's okay. No worries on this. It's okay. For battles. We don't have armor auto here. We need that armor there. We have might. Armor here is also not placed. Armor here. So you have 3 armored. We have 3 armor that we need to get. And of course, one of these. But this one is very let's just try this first. I think uh I think it will work that way. Let's try first his damage in the orphan field alone. So we're going to go against Pikeman also. Then where is Mulan? Okay, let's change their Mulan to our Ram. There. Okay, so for the others who doesn't know yet, the best way to place your support or your healer is in the middle of the lineup instead of placing them in the end of the lineup. Oh wait. Oh yes, it's not yet full. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to test just we're going to test just one. Okay, let's attack this one. And then we're going to do like 20k. No, no, let's do 12 or 15. Let's say 15. Let's test this first. Okay, we're far from them. Let's see the report after this. Okay, so as you can see, Caesar is a sustained damage. It's not like pure damage at all, but he's not also dying that quickly. Okay, let's do the comparison. Let's see how we do. So when it comes to damage, your total damage is dealt by your Caesar, and only 13k for Ram, then 26k for your Octavian. So if we're going to go for Octavian in the middle, let's see what will happen. And of course, we're going to go for still the 15k. So maybe you're wondering why I am choosing Pikeman as my test for my test troop for my Julius here. It's because we need to we need the enemy to last longer, but we also need to see our 100% damage, and we can only achieve that with the same enemy troop type. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's just right outside. Okay. Okay, now let's see the tail of the tape. And what do you think are the stats? Huh? Okay. So Octavian is still at the almost the same damage as before, and your Ram is also almost the same damage as last time. We're going to compare it with the other one here. Okay. So it's almost the same, but the damage is higher a little bit. We're going to check for the skills and activation. Okay, so your Julius, his skills, his signature skill activated 5 times with a damage output of 15k. And then, since he has Whirlwind Swift, it activated 7 times. Okay. So only, of course, this will only stack at 5. Then we activated the Savage 5 times. Only damage is 8973, sorry. Then with Drum, we activated this one 6 times. So we're not only getting the extra bonus of this, since we don't met the conditions to be for it to be activated. So our Savage activated 4 times, 5k damage. So, and our War Elephant activated also 4 times with a damage of 4562, but we activated this with the buff effect to reduce damage taken. So that is damage taken. This one reduces the armor of the enemy, and then this one is another increase in attributes and damage reduction. This one is another reduce armor for your enemy. This one is the only damage, pure damage, and then this one, and of course your crownless king. And then for Octavian, his signature skill dealt 13k damage, activated 6 times. Your King's Blade activated 4 times. So why do we pick King's Blade in this for customizable skill for your Octavian? King's Blade, though, is also a turn-based skill which will boost another 10% of damage from his talents, and will also deal might damage to the enemy by 200%, and will also give another instance of 20% damage for 3 seconds. And then I think we can change this to give max potential for our troops. Okay, let's see the second comparison from the other. Hello, Shadow Joker. We're from server 20. Our RAM here is kinda new, just 2 days old. The RAM here in our server is just 2 days old. So here in the second battle report that we have, so our commander skill dealt 5k damage, 15k still, for almost the same as last time, but the turn-based skill now is lower than last time. So this one is almost the same, and the damage is almost the same. Then we have this 4 and this 4, but we have activated this more times than this, and then we activated this more times than this, although it's a turn-based skill. And then we have to consider the time, the 32 seconds. Let's see how long we did here. 37 seconds. So this should have, of course, one more on almost all of the other skills here. Okay, let's try this, the second battle here. We're going to place your Octavian in the middle. Let's try it again. So we're going to look for Pikeman. Then we're going to place another disadvantage at 15k. Okay. You're from server 4. Empire 4? Okay. Maybe we're going to meet in the battlefield. Just take it easy on me when you find me, okay? Oh, and thank you for checking out the stream. Okay, look at that chunk of damage there. Then you're very tanky here. Our Ram is not even at max level up to now. But for sure, we're going to max him out maybe tomorrow or the next day. We only have 7 levels left. And our skill upgrades already. And also, of course, our skill scrolls already. For your question, Damien, to be honest, with your Miyamoto. Okay, so Miyamoto skill is a little bit tricky. For example, you have Yodit on your lineup. What you want here is your High Spirit, because we want to trigger a lot of signature skills here. If you have more chance of activating your signature skills, you have more damage with your Miyamoto, Tribuana, and your Yodit lineup. So what we're going to need is your High Spirit. But if your Miyamoto is in a lineup with your Derek or Hammurabi, what you want is your Earth Crush, because your Earth Crush has route and will activate the signature skill of your Derek bonus route damage. So if you have your King Derek in the lineup instead of Yodit in your Miyamoto, Tribuana, and King Derek lineup, you might want to consider Earth Crush instead of High Spirit with King Derek in your lineup. But if you have Constantine or you have your Yodit, you want to consider High Spirit for the increase in chance of activation of their signature skills. Because we all know that your Miyamoto is boosting your Tribuana's signature skill, and then your Tribuana skill is like compensating or boosting your Miyamoto's signature skills. And when every time your Miyamoto, if you have Constantine, every time your Miyamoto activates his signature skill, your Constantine will also benefit from that by having your troops increased in armor, and will produce, of course, troop recovery also. But when it comes to Yodit, the benefit that you will have from Yodit's skill is on her customizable skills if you have Miyamoto here. Because your Yodit, I don't know what the skill is called, but your Yodit has a customizable skill that's very useful for the signature activation. Sorry. I think this is this one. Increase the hero signature's active skills activation chance. Every time the hero activates a signature active skills, there is a 10% chance to increase damage by 16%. So what will happen is your Miyamoto will activate your Yodit's will increase the activation chance, of your Yodit's signature skills. So every time your Yodit's signature skills activates, this one will also activate, because this increases the signature skills activation chance of your Yodit, and will for sure increase your damage of your Yodit's signature skill. So that is why when you're picking your customizable skills for your Miyamoto, you also have to consider which one you're going to choose for the lineup. Okay, you are so much welcome for that. So let's go back to our Julius here. We have the third battle for the tribe. We also got the 32 seconds battle info here. So that means with the lower the lower time of defeating the tribe, for sure it means we dealt more damage. So we're stable at the damage of 36k for your Julius, 24k for your Octavian, and 13 to 14k to your Ram here. So for the activation, it's almost always the same. So you can see still 6, 4, 6. And then 644 here, almost the same. Then we only increased, sorry, in damage with your signature skill on your Julius Caesar. And then your RAM is just the same as last time here. Okay, now let's go back again if your RAM is in the middle. Let's exchange him with Octavian if we can produce the same results. So let's find some pikemen. Let's go for 15k again. Okay. I think we need to consider something or so we have King's Blade here. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this. We're going to check if King's Blade will be better in the lineup. I think we also have something here. Nope, we don't have triple opens. What's this? Oh, okay, that's not good. No, that's not good either. This one randomly triggers one of the following effects. Deals my damage, deals strike damage, deals damage taken. Nope, that's not good to be honest. In your RAM, although this is the only thing that we have. If you want to be more tanky, you can go for Peaceful Haven and Tenacity, but the best bet is this one for sure. So we're going to search for stone first, sorry. Need to gather a little bit. Then we're going to check the comparison. Okay, so we eliminated the enemy at only 31 seconds. We also produce the same amount of damage and the same amount of activation, I think. Let's see. Yes, we did almost the same. Okay, so the placement of Power, Octavian, and Ram for sure is not going to affect this build. Okay. The next thing we need to test is if ever your Ram is your main commander. Although we don't have much on Ram right now, but we would like to know what will happen. Okay, so what I want to do is to have a simultaneous attack. Oh, I think we can do that in the PvP. I think we can do that in the PvP. I just don't know if Ram would last before he can activate his skill. Let's see this. Let's try to see. This should be tested on the open field with the PvP player. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Apex arena. Oh, you have purchase limit is already finished. Okay. So we only have one try we can do. Sorry. Okay, let's find an enemy. Maybe you can find mine, but you're going to have a hard time for sure. So since we've attacked this one, Go Trek 4, the last time, we're going to attack him again so that we can compare the data. So what we're going to do this time is we're just going to change your Julius with your RAM. So nothing has changed really, but we're just going to change this one to your RAM. And let's see what will happen to the group. We have the data to compare this. He's also our enemy last the last PvP we have here. Okay. Good thing we have him here still, so that we can compare this better. So we need Ram to activate his commander skill for us to get the data that we need. So when he activates his skills, there's going to be a relaxation stage. Okay, he activates his skill. Okay, so you see there's a relaxation stage. So your troops should heal, I think. There, they healed. They healed. And then I don't know if they've got the damage there. But they did heal. Okay, now we will see the buffs. I think we could see the buffs here. If it was activated. So as you can see, for sure your RAM won't do that much damage. So we got two datas from the same enemy that we have here in the PvP. So first off, this one was Julius is as the commander. Okay, so what we'll go for is we're going for the pikeman. Okay. So we're going for the pikeman. So we dealt like I think we're going for the pikeman as the comparo. Okay. So we activated once here. Increase damage. So let's see first the damage. We dealt 5k, 2k, and 4k. 4-9, sorry. If we're going for the counter, for sure, we're going for the cabs here. So we countered him really hard. We killed him for 16 seconds here. The damage was 18k, 6k, and then 15k. Then after we kill that, we should have like a report after that, I think. Do we have one? I think we don't have one. This is the only report. Okay. So after we killed the cabs, the next one here is the pikeman. So we deal 5k, 2k, 4k. 15 seconds. I think we only lasted another 15 seconds after that. So increased damage taken, reduce armor, yes. Activated. As you can see here, we have activated the damage reduction and also the increased attributes compared to what we have on your field without your troops, or I mean without other troops here. You can see that the attributes was not activated. Oh, it did activate. The increased attributes also activated. Hmm. That should have not been activated though. But it says it activated. Oh. I'm a little bit confused with that. So what should happen is that your team after this death should have activated, should have another buff, I think. I think they should have another buff. I think it won't show here. Yeah, might up, but everyone did have might up. Okay, so there's okay, let's just check first the damage comparison here. So after the activation of the skill, after this one, there should be like okay, let's see the damage. Like 19k, 77, 2k. So we have 2k and 19k. Then your Mulan should have more damage here. This is the time when your Pikeman is dead. Let's see this one though. So you lasted longer because you killed I think you killed 4 before you fall down. No, that's not what I think it is. So you have more damage here. Okay. So when did your skill activated? When did the commander skill activated? I think it's here. So it activated on this total healing is 0. Total healing is 0, but you have activated your skill. Okay, so 0 heal. I think just for you. Is there a way we can check for the troop? Is there a way we can check for the troop? I think this is the same one. Let's see the other. I think I am a bit confused with the skill yet. Okay, we still have 0 healing here. The skills are always going to be the same. Always remember that your turn-based skill is fixed. So if ever you have the same enemy, your turn, I mean your times or your frequency of skill activation is almost the same as uh your first if you have or you haven't changed anything from the skills. So it's the activation chance is always the same because it's a 100% activation chance. So it's turn-based skill. So it will follow the sorry, it will follow the order of skill activation. So what we're trying to figure out is when did the healing occur? Because with the healing there comes also the damage. We actually need more PvP data for this. I think this narrow victory. Let's see if we can find when they have the heal or when they receive the heal and damage. Total healing Justinian is 2.3. So after this died, there should be like a healing effect. Oh, maybe not. I think it activated before they died. So it should be right around here. So the damage of this Mulan should be higher or greater than before. So we have, let's say just this one. We have 28k. Look at that. Just one activation, we have 28k of damage. So anyway, this was a tier 5. Let's go for the other tiers here. So that's not gonna cut it. So I think they have received the skill bonus before the first commander from the enemy died. I think that's the way it goes. That's the way how it happened. So they should have damage here. Oops, sorry. They should have damage here. So you activated this one 2 times and you have 21k. 21k 444. Although this is a Cavs lineup here, so it should be low. So there's no additional damage there. Let's see, 21k 400. Let's first compare that one. 21k 0.4. Hi Jericho, good evening to you too. How's it going with your troops and your server? 21.4. Let's see if we have the same here. Is it the cavalry march? Okay, it's the same cavalry march. Okay, so here we only have like 7k of damage. So it means that the damage was received by the troop before this cavalry falls. Although you have activated, did she activated this her skill already here? She activated this one 2 times during this term because I think you have 10 seconds and then this one should be shorter. This should be shorter. This should not be. It's longer. No, it's longer, but it didn't activate well. This one, sorry. So we have 21k of damage there with just 2 activation. So here, with just 2 activation also, it should have been like 14. But instead, as you can see from this one, from this data here, we have the same enemy with just a little bit of additional troops here because the other one with Julius as the commander has like 88 and your Mulan only produced like 7k of damage there on her signature skill. But when Ram was the main commander, Mulan produced 2 signature skills with 11.4k of damage. So it means that if she only activated this once, she will get still 11k of damage. So that means that her damage was up during this time. So during this time, there is an act. This one maybe is the activation of Ram's buffs, and then your Mulan activated this during that time. That's why she has more damage here than what she has on the other data. Skill for not main march. You can stop maybe at 35, not lower than that, because if you're going to stop your skills at lower than 35, there would be like a hell lot of difference from level 30 to level 40. So I suggest if you're going to stop and you're not going to maximize the march, and your march is only a sub march, you're going to need at least level it up to level 35. And then of course your main march should be always at level 40, and then you should focus the skill level, because skill level will give you a lot, especially if you are at the rank 3 of the skills, or rank 4 to rank 5. It will have a lot more impact. So here your Attila just 2k, then 1k on Rani. Let's see the other data. I think this is the one. This is the same data. I think I misclicked. Oh, 2k, 1k. Yep, I misclicked. Let's see from the Julius side. So you have Growtech here. Sorry, Gotrek. I'm really sorry for using you in this video, but I don't have any choice, to be honest. So the same hero, same almost same number of troops. So this one has, as you can see, activated is her skill, her commander skill, and then signature skill activation one time. Okay, so your Rani has increased 100, just a 100 damage here. And then your Attila also increased by 400 here. So I am certainly sure, certainly sure, I am really sure that this one was because of the activation of your Ram's commander skill. So if you have a Mulan and you have your Ram with you, you will have like a ton of damage for your Mulan. Like your Mulan is going to be like a Gatling gun. She's not just going to be a glass cannon, she's going to be a Gatling gun glass cannon type of build. Because if you can check the Ram, I mean, if you can check Ram's buff, where is he? Here. If you can see his buff, then you would recognize that he has like, it didn't even activate. Wait, it didn't even activate on Gotrek on his scabs. No, it didn't activate on his scabs. So where did it activate? Senior Pikeman? So we're looking at the wrong data. It activated in the it activated during the Pikeman. Okay. It activated during the Pikeman. So let's see damage of Mulan on the Pikeman. Where is that? Sorry. Okay. Spread. Okay, if we're going to talk about when it comes to your sub marches, what you want is to gradually increase all of the skills at the same time, especially if you don't have much skill upgrade. I think the go for is to increase them simultaneously. We're talking about the rank of the skill, right? Not the skill upgrade. So what you want is to spread them equally as you go. If we're going to talk about the rank of the skill of your main march, you must spread the skill in the between the the heroes in the lineup. Like for example, you have like 100 skill scrolls. You can what you can do is to maximize first your main commander. For example, in my case, Hannibal. So what I did was level up both customizable skills to rank 2. Before I proceed to rank 3, I level up one of each of the other commanders. Then I proceed to rank 3 of Hannibal. And then I leveled them both to rank 3. And then next, I leveled both sub commanders on that lineup to level 2. That's what I did. Because if you're going to just level up one or rank one of the or increase the rank of one of the skills, the other skills on the lineup is not going to be that impactful. Just only that one skill. They're all others. They're just going to be like the same as when you don't have the skill, because when you're ranking up the skills, as you notice, you will have like more and more and increase on required number of skill scrolls before you level up. So you're going to wait a lot of time before you can upgrade the other skills that on your troop, which is going to be a while, and you cannot increase or develop your troop gradually. And that's what we need, to be honest, is we need to gradually increase the impact of your troops in the battlefield, especially if you're going to have war. I mean, if you're going to use your troops often, and what you need to do is to level them up at the same time. Okay, let's go back here. So it should have been activated. Mulan should have been it should have been activated here. Nope, nope, not that one. This one should this should be the one for sure. So this should have been activated here. So you have 2 instances of the damage here. Oh, I think she attacked the the different hero, because her damage should have been activated here. And this one are archers. So we cannot actually see the damage. But we can compare. This one is 12k. So here, I think they also hit the archers at the same time. It's here. So they should have hit her with his skill. Okay, we hit her. So we hit her. Oh, sorry. So we dealt like 15k of damage there. So here we should look for the same enemy, which is the archer. And let's compare. I think this one, nope. The archer should be after Julius died for sure. So this one, I think. No, this is the senior pikeman. So they this one attack a different hero at a different times. So this should be it then. Okay, so let's say this is the one. It has only 71k though. It has lower. This was not even activated during this time. How can I compare this? If we're going to compare with the pikeman though, let's see. So during this battle, if we're going for the pikeman, so the pikeman was here. It's very far. I don't know if it even uh, triggered during this time. So let's say you have 15k here, 14k here. So we're going to look for the pikeman here again. Nope. Where's the veteran swordsman tier 5, bro? Like we cannot compare. But we can though. Still no 94368. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we will divide this one. Let me check how much damage that is. It's 9k damage. And then this one only activated once. That's why it's just 8k. And you activated this one. It's getting harder and harder because during this turn the archer attacked the pikeman earlier than what happened here during Ram's turn. So they finished off the pikeman at the end. Let's see if we can find similar heroes. Like for example, let's go for, let's say, Mia. Mia is kinda unpredictable because of the activation chance of his skill. Let's go for Mia. Let's see. This is on Julius. So, can we do this? No, the pikeman is earlier this time. Okay, we can compare this. We can do this. So the pikeman here has 73,000 health. And the pikeman in the other battle the pikeman battle here should be almost the same time as this. Am I right? Yes. So, but this one has his pikeman at 98k. So we can compare, to be honest. Because there's going to be a difference in how about the archer here? We attack the archer here after this one. Yeah. We should have, because we're focusing on pikeman, so this will have for sure a lot of damage. And then during this time, the pikemen here are almost dead. Because they only have 73k life there. Okay. Let's see how long this died. Let's see the Cavs. The Cavs died here 13 seconds. And then on Julius' side, the Cavs died at 16 seconds. So the buff of your Ram will have damage by that time. That's why this one hits. And then he bops the three commanders on your, or the three troops in your lineup, or sorry, in your side of the field. And then we're actually level 40 here, so it will increase 14% of damage of those three. So 14 of damage for those three. And then I saw the heals. I saw it. When it ends, I saw the heals. It will heal 25% damage taken. So it will heal 25% of the damage taken by the three commanders during this time. Okay, so in order for you to activate this and have this more, have a more impact here, I think we should place Ram not in the first battle, like maybe in the second, to maximize using this for at least 2 times. And then also when this activates, your hero that is on the front lines will have a heal during this time. Because if they're at the back and they're not taking any damage, they won't be very they won't be very sorry, they won't benefit much from this heal right here. Although they're going to be benefiting from this one, but the heal not so much.
นี่คือเซต
So your Julius didn't activate his skill here. So they activated their skill here for sure. Not also. They should have activated this skill on the first setup hero. This one, they didn't activate here. Maybe this one, the archers. So he activated the archers and he only did 2.9k of damage. Okay, so the best way to go if you're going for this, I think you're going to want your Ram in the front as the commander instead of Julius. Although Julius will provide you with damage or with skill damage at first from the commander skills. Ram would be the best in the long run because it will heal you and it will heal him also. Because in the open field, you don't know how many enemies are hitting you or hitting your other troops. So the best way to go, I think, is for Ram to be the commander in the open field. You won't dish out that much damage, but your three other troops will dish out more damage than you think. And I think Ram is going to be because Ram is like only achievable if you have, or only unlockable if you have been top 10 in the MGE. So for sure, whoever has Ram during the MGE is a whale or close to a whale. Because if you have Ram, it means you won the MGE. And to be honest, winning the MGE is not easy unless you have my guide. But most winners of the MGE are whales. Let's face that fact. So if you have Ram and you're a whale, You want your Ram to be on your first uh, commander position. You want him to be the commander of the troops. Because your other troops, for sure, as if you are a whale, you have multiple max troops. So your other troops will benefit more from Ram. And if you have Lubu, you have your Miyamoto March, you have your Lubu March, you have your Mulan March. Those are three glass cannons lineup, especially with Miyamoto and Yodit in the same lineup. That's going to be like one of the best asset Ram is going to give those three commanders in the open field. Ram is going to boost their damage, and then when their counter troops are attacking them, they will recover 25% of the damage that was dealt to them after Ram's initial commander skill. So after that, after 6 seconds, and after Ram hits again his commander skill, another damage increase for the three commanders on your side will receive another buff and will heal another 25%. So I'm not saying that Ram is the best when it comes to commander skills, but his skills will benefit like three of your most decorated troops. Like for example, you are a whale, as I was saying, and you have three marches with you. Those three marches will benefit a lot from Ram, especially if those three marches are glass cannon types of hero. So that's what I can say about Ram based on the data that I have right now. My data is not yet complete. It's far from complete, to be honest. I still need field testing in wars. And I need to test him also during the any battlefield like any battlefield event, like for example your wonder event. Like let's see how Ram will perform in that scenario. And for sure it didn't say that Ram only buff or supports your own troops, but he supports any other troop that is near you within 1,500 radius. So I think Ram is going to be very beneficial, not just for you, but also for your team, for your alliance. He's going to dominate the battlefield for sure. It's going to be we will see Ram for sure a lot in the battlefield, because Ram will boost not just you but also your allies. And if he's tanky enough, his whole team is tanky enough to survive and produce more than 2 or 3 times activation of his commander skill. It's going to be a game changer, to be honest, if you have Ram and this lineup, and he is the commander. Although Julius as the commander is not bad, but when it comes to supporting or buffing your other commanders, your Ram is your go-to. Yes, Tariq also buffs your other allies, but not in Ram's way. As you can see, Tariq's damage or buff is different from your Ram. Let me uh, check it out for you.
Dei senatori cui me ready.
And I've watched Mr. Sneaky's video about which is tankier, if Tariq is on the lineup or if Bushra is on the lineup. And I think Bushra in the lineup was better than your Tariq?
الخيول تضرب الطريق والسيوف تضرب العدو والحقائق تضربني.
So you have your Tariq here that increases your troops and the nearby troops might damage by 4.47%. Let's say that might damage is almost the same as your Ram. Okay. So your signature skill here increase the damage of your hero's secondary strike. If your troop activates a commander skill, increase the activation chance of the hero's secondary strike. So as you can see, your Tariq's what do you call this? Your Tariq's skill, commander skill, is the only one that have a support buff in his arsenal. Wherein your Ram has both commander skill and your signature skill as a buff to your team and to the other allies. And for sure you will have a hard time finding Tariq in the battlefield as the commander instead of, let's say, Sid or YSG. So I think Tariq is no match, to be honest, against your Ram when it comes to supporting allies and also when it comes to value. Let's say your Tariq is let's say he is B. Let's say he's B in the rankings. But for sure your Ram is an S tier or if not an A plus type of hero. That's what I see from Ram and Tariq if we're going to compare them. That's how far the difference in the value of these two heroes are right now. That's what I'm seeing for sure, for sure.
คมดาบตะวันฟันกาดวาจาไซตะวันใจคน
Because as you can see in your Ram, you have 3 troops. Okay? And then your damage is 12% up to 14%. And the beautiful thing about this is he increases the damage, not just might. Even though this says might bonus, the most important word you should always be looking for in a skill, in any type of skill, is increase in their damage. Because when they say increase in their damage, it's going to be a general type of damage. It's not going to be just strategy damage. It's not just going to be like might damage. It might say might bonus, but it's just a bonus. But the damage, the important thing about this set of words here is the word increase their damage as a general word damage. It didn't say strategy damage or might damage as like Tariq has. So this commander will not just boost might heroes, but will also boost strategy or tactician type heroes. So it's going to be very useful in the battlefield. If you have your commanders like your Suleiman with you, and you have your Hannibal with you, and then you have Ram, they will also benefit from the damage. And then also the most important thing here is you have also your sustainability. You will add sustainability to your troops. I want to test this one with if you are only if you pull out 3 troops including your Ram. Your Ram lineup. If you have, for example, a Mulan, a Miyamoto, and then your Ram, I want to know if Ram will benefit from his own skills. So, in the following days, maybe in the next coming days or the next coming weeks, I want to try out if this will work with Ram himself. Because for sure, most of the people already knew that this will work in all types of troops or the troops around you. But I want to know if Ram will benefit from this skill if there are only 3 troops including him in that 3 troops. Although we can try that out. I have an idea. You saw in KVK 20 people using Tariq. The, I will check on that. I want to see on the KBK in our coming KBK if what are the types of heroes they're going to use and what are the types of lineups they're going to use. Yes, I know. Tariq can buff all heroes around him. Yes, but Tariq will only buff heroes with might because he only gives like 4% might. When it comes to buff, if you only want the lineup to have just buff, for sure you can use Tariq, but in value, I don't think he can overcome the value of Ram. No, I don't think so. So I want to test something. I don't know if this will work, but let's see. So I need less to activate this more. So if this work with just him, I think it would work with just the three of them. But I cannot. I don't know if the second buff will work because this is not a PvP. Anyway, let's say 13k. It says 15%. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you something. Yeah, I think but you can say that, I mean, you can't deny that Ram is better than Tariq when it comes to value. What do you think? I mean, like the general value as a hero. Do you think that Tariq is better than Ram when it comes to like overall value in general? Yes, to be honest, Ram is very hard to upgrade. But hear me out, hear me out. So Ram is difficult to upgrade, yes. But if you are a free-to-play player and you won at least 10 Ram hero medals, now you have Ram. And if you want to focus him as your main commander and as your main lineup, I think it's not going to be hard. I think if you focus all your resources on Ram or his lineup, I think you could maximize Ram for sure. As long as you focus on just one troop, and that's Ram, if you're going for him, I think it's possible that you can max him out. It's not going to be hard to upgrade for sure if you're going to just put everything that you have on him. Especially now that Julius Caesar is also on the I mean the what do you call this? The battle pass here. So your hero expedition. So here you can see Julius is also here. So it's not going to be hard. And then you have your Octavian in the Advent. Uh Here's what I'm going to tell you, Ginir. So to be honest, if you're going for Ram, it's not going to be easy as a free to play player, but mark my words, you can do it as a free to play player. you can actually do it as long as you have the discipline to be uh very patient. You just have to be patient, and you have to have a lot of what do you call this, not just patience, but you have to have a lot of like hoarding skills in order for you to do that. Let's say you're a free to play player, but you can be a very very low spender. I'm very sure I can help you win the MGE in any server. In any server, you can win at least one MGE in 2 months, something like that. So if you're going to say you're not getting Ram, the next option would be like Julius and then Bushra and Octavian. You would be, well, you would be tanky with Bushra on, but you won't deal that much damage on your enemy. And also Bushra has like this weakness. So the only option if you don't have Ram on the Julius lineup is your
Precious gifts.
Octavian and Bushra. But if you want your Julius to be on the swordsman, I don't think there's any way you want that.
이 화령의 용이 조선의 기태를 세우겠다.
So your Julius can also be a swordsman, as I know. But you don't have anyone to pair him to, because these three, your Hideyoshi, Ieyasu, and your Oda. Where's your Oda? I think you have Oda here. So that three is the combination that you have. That's the good synergy that we have, to be honest. And then inserting Julius in this lineup is, well, I don't think it would work that well. I don't think it would work that well in the lineup. And especially this lineup is good in the early stages of the game, but in the late game, when it comes to season 2, they will be overlooked after that. They won't be as much as effective as they are on the first season. So what you really want for your Julius is to be on a Pikeman lineup. But the problem is with your Bushra, you only have like recovery of troops
Precious gifts.
and then chance to disarm the enemy. And the problem with her also is she has a low might. So she is not a might type hero. So you won't have any damage coming out from her. So you will only have armor. And then her skills are also lackluster, to be honest. So we have King's Blade, yes. But since you are not a might hero, your damage from your King's Blade isn't going to be enough to compensate for heroes like, for example, Ram, who will dish out more damage for sure because he's a might hero. But your Bushra, since she's a armor type hero, her main attributes is armor, there's not going to be much might for this, for example, for the King's Blade to be working. And as I've said, in this game right now, to be honest, the value is always damage over healing. That's the way it is, to be honest. Like, you value the damage before the healing. So you only have like Darkness Strike, charging skill, damage is 3%. Let's say it's on max. It's 415%. But you will multiply this with what Bushra's might is, which is very underwhelming. And then you can only use this, you want this if your enemy is healing so much. And there's no much healing except for if your enemy has like a maxed out Constantine and a maxed out Miyamoto, maxed out Rubuana, you want this for sure. If your hero is using like a lot of heals. And then you have Peaceful Haven. You're going to be tanky, but you're not going to for sure dish out more damage. And if you are, here is the problem, if you are swarmed and you are just tanky and you cannot dish out damage back, you're going to die easily in the battlefield. That's just the way it is. That's why the Bushra lineup is just okay, not decent, but it's okay. But if you want to really use the Julius lineup, you must have Ram.
คม
That's the
ดาบ
way
ตะ
it
วัน
is.
ฟันกาดวาจาไซตวัดใจคน
Another question: what does with one troop mean? One line equals to three troops. So one troop means like you have your lineup. You have this. As you can see, this is called troops, right? So you have three heroes in one troop. So these are the troop. Okay, so let's see our data from the tribe. Sorry. So you heal, but you didn't receive or recovered any units. Okay, so now I understand that your RAM skills are not for RAM. It's really for your troops. Because right here, if this one works for Ram, he should have healing from this. At least one, at least two, something like that. But it didn't heal him. Not even one. So now I can clearly say that the effects of his commander skills is not for him. So I'm also sure that this skill effects can be triggered only fighting against another player. This one, the buffs on his what do you call this, attributes, additional attributes, it's not going to be very beneficial for him too. But as I have said earlier, Ram is a good commander if you have like other troops with you that are high damage. Like for sure you would want Ram is not for Ram. I think I misspoke. Am I right? Am I wrong? Sorry. Sorry about that. But that's the way it is. Ram's skills are not for him. I mean, he activates his skill, but it was not meant for him. It was not meant for the enemy. It was meant for your team, your troops, your other troops. For example, you have four marches. The other one, let's say, is lackluster. It's not max at all. But you have two decent march. You have Ram. You will increase that march capabilities and potential by like something more than they are. It's not a lot, but it will be. It will be when the difference in your power or the your enemy's troops, between you and your enemy's troops power and gears, for example, or gems, and you have Ram, you will have an advantage for sure. If they don't have Ram, you will have the advantage for sure. And then your Ram troops are very tanky, and then you're dishing out negative armor. This one, you're dishing out Savage to your enemy, not just once. You have also Savage from your Caesar. And this description doesn't say that they don't stack. So for sure they will stack. So if you have like let's say you have reducted the highest armor by 50, and for example it's Bushra, and Bushra has 100 armor. You deducted 50 armor from Julius. You deducted another 50 armor from your Ram. Then your Bushra is going to be squishy as hell, for sure. And then you also have this. You're going to be tanky like 50%, bro. Like every 2 hits, you're going to be tanky. Like, let's say you have 3 enemies that are attacking you, and in that 3 enemies, you will surely pop this one out. It may be once or twice from that three enemy. One or two of the three enemy, sorry, will be useful here. And then you have, of course, your Octavian. I always mislook Octavian, but he is also a very crucial part of this team right here. When the stacks are going to shoot, increase your troops damage. This is another troop damage increase. Look at that. If you have 8 stacks of mark, and to be honest, all your heroes have turn-based skill. Like this is turn-based skill, another turn-based skill. This one another turn-based skill. Let's say it's a signature, sorry. It's a signature turn-based skill. So all your heroes have signature turn-based skill. So they will activate every time. So your mark will be full. Your mark will be full for sure. So you can dish out this 30% of damage. And then you have your King's Blade, which will give you another 20% or 30% chance of damage if you have maxed it at the rank 5. But if you haven't yet, you will still have like 20%. So you have two options for your damage increase. And to be honest, the best heroes to have your whirlwind sweep are these lineups. I mean, are these heroes, this lineup here. Because they are tanky as hell, they will benefit for sure here. They will have longer battles. And the longer the battles will get, the more stacks you will gain. So you will have additional 13% of damage. That will stack for 5 times, so it's going to be like 65% of damage for your Julius. 65% on the whirlwind sweep. So when you have the stack of 65% here, and then you activated your savage, so you have 235%, you will add another 65% here. This one will be like 70%, 300%, sorry, of damage to your enemy. And if you rank this up, okay, just the armor is going to be the difference here. So I think that's that. So this one is 260, and you add the 65. It's going to be 320 something like that. So this is a strong lineup, to be honest with you guys. It's really a strong lineup, for sure, for sure. Yeah, you're gonna upgrade your boy from Thailand for sure. You're gonna upgrade your Ram Khamhaeng. Ram Khamhaeng.
คมดาบตะวันฟันกาด
That's
วา
how
จา
it's pronounced, I think. So okay, now what we know about Ram is that the best way to use him is in a battlefield with 3 other marches from you or from your allies. The marches that will best for sure will best benefit from Ram's boost or Ram's bonus and buffs are going to be the glass cannons. Why? Because they will have additional uh, sustain for them. They will have 25% of heal. Is it 25? I think, yeah. And then when Ram is level 3, I mean rank 3, you will have an additional heal. So now Ram will have a heal for himself. Ram will have a heal for himself. And then on the 5th rank, you will have a 20% chance to increase the duration of damage reduction for 3 seconds. An additional chance to increase the duration of the damage taken. So that's another another 3 seconds of tankiness. So they will also increase another attributes of the highest commanders within the area. So Ram really is like a buff hero if you're going to use him as your main commander. Okay, so for his commander skill, it doesn't say how large the area is. But on his commander signature skill, sorry, and on his signature skills, it says an area of 1,500. So I think this 1,500 tiles or something like that. So this one has an area, but his commander skill doesn't have an area. No, it doesn't have one. Sorry. Okay, so what do we know about Ram so far? So we know that the best way to use him in the battlefield is him as a commander, number one. And then number two, Ram is better if you have him at 5 stars. Ozzy, show me the money, Ozzy. We need a 5-star on your Ram. But the 3-star on Ram is pretty decent already. You're going to have heal, extra heal on your skill. So that's another way of being tanky. But the 5-star will have like additional 20% chance to increase the duration of your tankiness. So you're going to be like tanky for another 3 seconds and there's like a 20% chance. And in this game, 20% chance are, to be honest, a big percentage. So I think you would want this if you're going to go for Ram. But the 3-star is pretty decent. So if you cannot go further than that, 3-star is okay. That's for sure. And then another thing is that Ram doesn't heal Ram. So his commander skill doesn't do a thing for him, but rather does everything that says in his commander skill will benefit his allies. And then his skill for sure here will also benefit the allies, not him. But the signature skill, the normal skill description here, or the skill effect will benefit him. But the bonus effect here, with the highest attributes, all of the allied players, commanders within the area of 1,500 by 4 up to 6 stacks for 3 minutes. Look at that. 3 minutes? Is it 3 minutes or what is this? Huh? Huh? Is this 3 minutes? I want to know this one. So this one will give additional attributes to the highest attributes of the allied players. For example, your commander. Oh, this is the your commander is a strategy hero, so he will have like 6, 12, 18, 24 additional, for example, strategy from this buff alone. No, it doesn't. It's not 3 meters for sure because you already have the area of 1,500. So what is the 3M here? I think it's 3 minutes because you have that same word on your Fred. Your Freddy. You have the same exact word on Freddy. Where is that? Where's your Freddy, bro? Freddy, look at me. Where are you? Where's Fred? Oh, here. Sorry.
In den Kampf
Sorry, I
für
thought you have
Zukunft und
Fred.
Gegenwart. Den Schwachen zum Schutz, den Starken zum Trotz.
Sorry, here. So this one, it says every 2M. So this is 2 minutes. That is 2 minutes. So your Ram here, where is he?
ค
Here.
มดาบตะวันฟันกาดวาจาไซ
So
ตวัดใจ
your
คม
Ram here and increases the highest attributes of all allied players. All allied players. It doesn't say how many allied players. It just said increases the highest attributes of all allied players, commanders, within the area of 1,500. I think that's not a big area, but okay. Now I understand. There is like this circle around Ram. So I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 or 7 players will benefit from this if they are close to Ram. Because there's like a circle, an area of effects when this activates, I think. I think it's this one or this one. But I think that's the area wherein you can receive the buffs. So so the what do you call this? So your commanders will have that buff for 3 minutes. That's what it says here. And it says also that the number of units deployed exceeds. So your troops will, the other allied troops will only benefit from this attributes bonus increase here if their unit is above 80% of the unit full capacity. So it means when your unit is lower than 80%, this buff will what do you call this? Will not be activated. It will be deactivated. Because it says here that the unit will be the unit deployed should exceed 80%. So below 80% of unit capacity, you will not receive any more from this buff. And you will not receive this at all if you started below 80%. So that's the con here. That's the con. But if you all started with 100%, so from the beginning of the battle, you will have 6 stacks of this, I think. So if this activates every 3 seconds, I'm mistaken, my bonus for 3 seconds. Every 6 seconds, okay. So this one will activate every 6 seconds. So every 6 seconds, one number of stack. So this will the full stacks of this will be at 36 seconds. 30 to 36 seconds. And then it will last for 3 minutes for that stack. So what I want to know if you're out of the area after you have been buffed, if you still have the buff. So that's one thing I want to know also about this. But this is going to be a huge buff, especially if you're not being hit for 3 minutes. For example, you're just an allied troop and you have your ally as Ram and you are you don't have Ram in your lineup and you are like a Mulan, and then you are not being hit for like let's say a few minutes. Let's say 1 minute you're not being hit. So you have that attributes with you for that long until you hit 80% less capacity. So that's That's big, to be honest. That's a big. Let's say, for example, that we are in a rally or in a garrison. Let's say how this would work. And increases the highest attributes of all allied players, commanders within the area. So, even if you're in a rally, I think this will work as long as you're in the area. So, if you are destroying like a, let's say, a flag, and then everyone in your area, your Ram, for example, is in the rally, and everyone in your area is going to benefit from this one. Now, let's say your Ram is in the rally. So, everyone in the rally will have your attribute bonus because the rally is like in a tight space, and everyone in the rally will benefit from this as long as they are not being hit in the rally. And to be honest, um if you notice in a rally, you will not always gain damage. You will be in the rally, but if you have like T7, T6, you will not always take damage unless you are the, like for example, you're like the counter troop of your enemy and you're in the rally. Like for example, the garrison that you are rallying, they have Mulan, and you jump in your rally and you are a swordsman. Of course, you will receive much more damage than your normal other heroes here. For example, the pikeman or the calves. For example, the garrison has Mulan in it, and you are in a rally. You're rallying the garrison. You are, for example, Hannibal. For sure, you will not receive any damage at once. I mean, at the first instance that you are in the rally, you won't take any damage. I have been using Hannibal from the get-go. And every time I am in the rally, I never get damaged. Not until the rally hit 50%. Not until the rally hit 50%. That's why I came to the conclusion that the first troops that being hit in the rally is the counter troop to what the garrison has. Like for example, the garrison has like 60 or 70% of Mulans. And you're a swordsman, you jump into your rally, you're the first one you're going to die. I've already tested this theory. I have placed my swordsman every time in the rally before. And then I compare how long my swordsman will last compared to my for example my Hannibal. Like my swordsman always melts. They always melt quickly. And when I place Hannibal, Hannibal is safe and secured until 50%, 30% remaining in the rally. Not less than, if the rally is at 50%, 60%, my Hannibal will not receive any damage. That is a fact. I have been using Hannibal and my Miyamoto lineup in the rally before, and every time it's going to be like Hannibal, the counter to Mulan, of course, will not take any damage, not until the last seconds or the last 30% of the rally. And then the pikemans are going to be always the second to have damage, and then the third is your counter. I mean your same hero like the Mulan. For example, Mulan versus Mulan. That's the third troop to go, and the last troop to go is your Hannibal. So in a rally, the most troops that will benefit from your Ram is going to be, for example, your garrison is a Mulan March, mostly. I'm not saying every Mulan March, but mostly archers, let's say. And you have your Hannibal with you. So Hannibal will be benefiting from this for sure. And it says 3 minutes, and this will activate every 6 seconds. So for the whole duration of the rally, your Hannibal, until he melts, will have your Ram buffs with him. The whole duration of the rally, your Hannibal will have like 24 24 additional like strategy uh attributes with him when Ram is in the rally. Let's say, for example, it's not just Ram. Let's say you have 5 Rams in the rally. I don't know if it will stack, but it says only it will stack 6 times. So it will only stack 6 times. So your max attributes that you can have is only 24 at best. That's what it says. It will not stack more than that. So even if you have like multiple Rams in the rally, those skills will not stack. But you are sure that everyone in the rally will have like 6 stacks of 4, so it's 24. 24, for example, your might or your strategy, or you are, let's say, armor, you will have 24 more armor. So your troops or your your, let's say, your rally will be a bit tanky and will produce more damage. Yes, I think we only need at least one ram in the rally to be very beneficial, and then some rams should be on the ground or in the battlefield for sure. Because the more rams in the battlefield, the more area you can cover with rams, buffs, and skills. That's why for sure, if you have ram in the alliance, you must at all costs have one in the rally, and then the remaining ram should be on the battlefield. And then when the other ram died, maybe the next ram could go in the rally. We don't need a lot of rams in the rally for sure, for sure. And then the heal over here, I don't know if you can use this in a rally, but we can test this. We can test this one. But anyway, since this only makes your up to 3 troops, your allies, so maybe you need like multiple rams in the rally if your ram is your main commander during the rally. But I suggest instead of going for ram in a rally, you can use your Caesar in your rally for additional damage and of course additional armor reduction for the enemy. And then you want your ram to be the secondary commander when your troop is in the rally. And then if you're in the battlefield, you must you must place your ram in the front or the commander, because you will like you will have at least 3 troops with you. Even if you're not using all of your troops, you can your allies can benefit from this just by standing on the battlefield and just like increasing your rage every time you're just hitting anyone. As long as you use your skills, you will have a lot of damage and heals for your allies. And then even though you're standing, bro, even though you're standing, just go near your allies. You will buff them with your secondary skill. Even if you're standing there. Even if you're standing. Just make sure you are being hit. And you will have like multiple buffs with you. So, as I've said, your Ram would be best in the battlefield, but if your Ram is in the rally, he should be the second commander, and if his Ram is in the battlefield, he should be the main commander. That's from my point of view, from what I have learned from him so far. We're not always going to have like the same of view from one hero, but it's a change of pace if we have like multiple um, opinions and views on certain heroes such as Ram. It's always good to have like a counterintuitive with someone else. And you know, sometimes it's like brainstorming with you and me, between you and me. Sorry. So yes, overall, my evaluation of Ram is that he's going to be a game changer in the battlefield. He's going to be a great addition in the rally or in the garrison. And he sure is really worth it if you max him out to 5 stars. And this lineup is one of the tankiest uh, builds or lineups that I have seen. This is way tankier than the pikeman that we have right now. That's for sure. If you're going to max this out, Ozzy, I'm going to say that, you know, your Mulan March is going to be one hell of a march, especially in Wonders, bro. Like hell yeah. You have your Mulan and your Ram walking. Your Ram is buffing your Mulan with additional let's say it's 20% damage. And then additional heal. That's going to be something else, you know. Well, okay, anyway, that's it for Ram and the dudes. So if you have any other question, feel free to leave a comment down below. And then if you have any suggestion about this lineup, we can try it on our next stream. I will for sure read them and we'll try it on the next stream. And for sure on my next stream, Ram will be at level 120. Maybe he is at 3 stars. And we can maximize all his skills by then. And for now, I'm going to cut off my live stream. And I'm going to be streaming some of our, what do you call this? Some of the events that's happening in our mightiest empire right now. So we have discovered something that we could use maybe in the future, and I will also make a video about that. Maybe you can use that in your empire or kingdom. That will be very beneficial for your kingdom during the mightiest empire event. And with that, we're also missing some gears here, as you can see. We still don't have the rings, but let's say we have the rings and we have the equipment here. I think this lineup it is going to be like massively tanky for sure, that's for sure. So if you have anything to suggest or anything you want me to tackle about Ram, we can do that on the next video about our next stream about Ram. And I hope next time we have Ram, we will have to max most of this, like the stars, the levels, and the skills. So with that, I'm going to end my stream today. So we have learned about Ram, and I hope we learned more about some of the mystery that we haven't yet debunked on about Ram though. And if you have any question, comments, or suggestion, feel free to leave them on the comment section down below. And as always, I'm your Tito Bods, and this is my stream for today. Thank you for checking it out. And as always, I wish you good night and see you later.